Good evening, y'all. Kicking things off here. Let's get the stream set up, shall we? And we're back. We were having some audio issues last time, so I've got my phone here. You might get hearing the delay, but I just want to make sure this is going to sound better than it did last time. Looks like we're already sounding like our volume levels are higher than last time. We were having some audio issues last time, so I've got my phone here. You might get hearing the delay. All right. Sounds like our audio levels are decent. So, with our audio levels good, hopefully there isn't much of an echo. Sound is going to be the bane of this stream's existence. But, let's kick it off. Good evening. Welcome. We are stream 2 of Tsukuru Design. And last time we kicked off part 1 of this Pokemon lamp, and we made some pretty good progress. So, we had come up with the concept, ordered the material. Ooh, that's hype. Material got delivered. We'll do a material reveal here in a little bit. I'll pull up Fusion. We can get back to modeling. So I think tonight, the goal is to do finalized rough draft, final rough draft, final V2, definitely final. No, I'm just kidding. But doing a fully finished rough pass at the lamp. So, yes, I think there's going to be some opportunities like we found in the last stream to improve the leaves, give them kind of that double apex, add some more details. I think we're going to add a lot more spots to the body, and then what we didn't finish last time was the bulb. So maybe we'll do a rough pass to the bulb, decide if we want to go back and edit the leaves coming off the sides, make them look a little nicer, and then I think we'll maybe get to a print tonight. Maybe kick off a print. That'd be pretty exciting. Alright, Fusion is loading up. Probably should have transitioned over here. I'll get better at the transition, so when I'm talking, switch back to me. When we go to the screen, go back to the screen. And then we even got this one too. Y'all ready for this? We can do lofi cut. Nice. Smooth. Smooth. Alright. It looks like ooh, someone in the chat. Let's go. Chat was quiet. Chat was quiet last time. Let's see. Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. Excited to have you. All right, let's switch over. So this is where we were. This is what we had gotten to last time. We did have a nice kind of blue color for the base. So we were just using this kind of awkward gray. Kayla, that's you? What's up? Yo, been a while. Oh, fave Pokemon. It's such a tough question. I mean, I grew up with the 151, right? So I grew up playing Pokemon Blue. Grew up playing... That was actually my first Game Boy game. Got my Game Boy Color, Toys R Us, and it was Atomic Purple, and I got Pokemon Blue. So the 150, the 151 have a special place in my heart. It's tough. Cubone, for sure. Love Cubone. Tragic story. Lapras. Lapras is super cool. As far as starters, Bulbasaur. Hence the inspiration. Ivysaur Lamp. So, how about you? What's the favorite Pokemon? Those body spots were great. You know what? We'll go with the bulb, and then we'll come back. Yeah, Kayla would love to hear your favorite Pokemon. Oh my gosh, now I'm just thinking back. I still play Pokemon Go, and I remember us playing that back then, and you were so on it. I was just coming in super late to the party. Yeah, Bulbasaur is definitely a cute one. Oh, the Cubone? Yeah, where is Cubone? Here, I'll grab it for you in a sec. I was like, the Cubone's super cute. Okay. Alright, let me grab the Cubone. Cubone is adorable, right? Got the crocheted body. And then we got the 3D printed Bone Club with the magnet in the hand, the paw, whatever Cubone has. Magnetizes. And then, yeah, got the helmet. Thanks. Yeah, it was a fun project. Super fun. Alright. Ooh, Steelix. Okay. I like it. Onyx Evolution later. Squovet. I love it. Squovet. I was like, what about the Squovet evolution? Hold on. Shoot. Because Squovet evolves into... Doesn't it evolve into, like, it's got all the crumbs on its face? Greedent? No, not crumbs. They're just little freckles. Greedent. Great choices. Great choices. Alright, let's keep this going. So... Yeah, Greedent. So good. That's a cute Pokemon. That's a cute one. Okay, so... This body here... Really back there. So that's that. It's the outer rim. The outer rim. Oh, it looks like there's perspective turned on because that looks really weird. Is that because in render? Effects. Object visibility. Camera. Orthographic. Thank you. I don't know if I had to go. I still feel like such a noob in here in Fusion compared to 360. I probably could have changed that over here, couldn't I? Yeah. Yeah, I could have changed it here. I didn't need to go to render. Oh, thank you. See, I'm still learning the ropes. Appreciate you being in the chat. Okay, cool. So we're back to orthographic view. It looked really weird with perspective. I was like, those lines do not look straight. So let's come back to this piece. So everything up until this point was the leaves. Yeah, so that part. And that was a split. Okay, yep, I remember what we did last time. So we had that piece, and then let's do a quick inspection so you can see what that was. Yeah, so we had all this together, and then we're turning that base, and then we cut this. This will be a ring attached to the leaves, and then this will be for the bulb. So, time to think through modeling this bulb. Let's take a look at the photo. Pull Figma back open. Maybe even some pictures of Ivysaur. So we could do really simple. It could just be a revolve. We could add some of those like petal features after the fact. We don't need the 3D print. Actually, maybe look at some 3D prints. That's how they pull it off. Looks like it could just be a cut. So we could kind of create some grooves. Alright, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Yeah, why not? Let's just give it a shot and we can iterate as we go. How does that sound? Okay, and then the other thing that we need to know is how big the light bulb is so that we have enough space inside. And I believe this sketch that we left over from the light bright lamp gave us plenty of clearance around that bulb. And the way this is going to have to work is, let's think through this. So if you scroll in that bulb, how are you going to put the bulb over the top? Ooh, tricky. We could leave the top open. How about that? So we leave the top open so that the light can not only shine through the flower bulb, the flower petals, but then the light can also come out the top. So very similar to the light bright lamp, it will have an open top. Let's take a look at some photos of Ivysaur. Yeah, this one looks like this is from Pokémon-Sleep, yep. So this part would actually stay open, and we're just gonna have to make sure the diameter of that is big enough for the bulb to drop in. Otherwise, we've got an undercut. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough to get that bulb in if we don't do it that way. So something like this where you see the bulb is climbing close at the top, be a little tricky. Okay, so we're taking some creative liberties. Let's give it a go. Alright, so pull this guy. I'm gonna show this sketch so we know what we're looking at. Which one is this? Yeah. You know what, let's get a measurement on that bulb diameter. So, and then some finger clearance. Alright. I'm gonna grab some calipers. I'm gonna switch this over. Take a look at this bulb, shall we? Alright. Here's the bulb. Go like that. Okay. Grab the calipers. You know what I just realized? I always go straight to the calipers to go measure stuff. But I could just look at what the diameter of a bulb is. I could. Yeah, that also works too. But I did have this 6.5 watt, 2700K, 110 milliamp. I had this bulb, but for the majority of people, we would just want to use the standard bulb. Let's make sure we're using a standard bulb. All right. And then let me pull up the base, and then I'll share screen again. Okay, so this is what we're using. It's an industrial table base. Okay. So E26, E27, E27 bulb base. And then let's look at some bulb dimensions. This is an interesting image. Are they just saying 2 inches? You literally have a ruler on screen. A19, 2.4. Should probably figure out which bulb we're using. Yeah. A19. E27 bulb is E26 ceramic socket. These little guys. Okay. E27 LED filament bulb. Let's go with one of those. Alright, 60 millimeters. Let's pop back over. So this guy, and then we probably want to put some finger clearance on either side. If that's about an inch, it's about half an inch. Inch on the other side. 60 millimeters, right? Let's go 60 plus inch. We should do a little bit more, because that's only half on either side. What if we went 2? It's pretty much where we were, isn't it? Pretty much it's the same. Okay. Okay. So let's bring it over here. Will this break anything? Sweet. Then it doesn't have to rebuild those circular patterns every time, because that's what it's like, it's taking some time. Alright, now we don't have to roll back in the future tree, or whatever they call this, timeline? Yeah, what do they call this in Fusion? Okay, so that's our clearance. We need to make sure it is that big at the top. Cool. Now, how tall should the bulb be? Let's do a sketch. Front plane. Okay. Let's do slide. Control slide. And let's hide some of these bodies for now. Yeah. Yeah. Not that one. I need that one. That one. And basically just hit everything else. Okay. So. Kayla, I feel like we were raised on SolidWorks, right? From school, from work. It's pretty similar. What was one of the things I ran into the other day? Oh my gosh, drafting. Terrible at drafting. I don't know if I like it from going from design to DFM and like practical designs. Overall, I changed it so that my mouse works just like SolidWorks. It's got the SolidWorks settings, I think. Overall, it's fine. It's free for hobbyists like this, so it works way cheaper than SolidWorks. That's why I use it. If I could, the minute I can buy a SolidWorks subscription, I'm totally gonna buy a SolidWorks subscription. Yeah. Do you still use SolidWorks? What have you been using? See, like there, I just lost the sketch. I don't even know what happened. Apparently the sketch is gone. Good feeling it's gone. Nope, So it's body 7. Actually, just gonna rename this one to flower bulb for now. I've been using it off and on for a year-ish. I don't do much in here. We've been using it for our company, but one of our engineers is the one that mainly spends their time in here. I came in and did some surface modeling to help, but man, surface modeling can be tricky in SolidWorks. I feel like it's even trickier in here. So she was using the form function over here. Actually, we'll take a quick look. Be right for it. This deal, creating forms, really cool, super organic, right? T-spline modeling, and she was able to make the shape of our Komi product, and it looked great. And I've been struggling to surface model it because it's got a lot of these like organic features around the ears, and so this is probably one of the coolest things that I've seen. I'm just not very adept at using kind of this modeling form. I'm just used to parametric modeling, right? Everything's dimensioned out. But definitely a cool feature with the form. Not very good at it, so I don't feel like I'm using maybe one of the best things about Fusion 360. Yeah. Because yeah, there's what's some of the other ones out there, like NX. I've seen NX out there a lot. Yeah, are you still using SolidWorks, or what kind of modeling tools are you using now? All right, let's come back in here. All right, so boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that could look good. All right. Actually, what I'm probably gonna do is add another spline point. Let's do that, and then I can bring this out horizontally. So add a constraint, make that horizontal, and then I want this to be on that edge, and so it's going to project. That's another thing about Fusion, is that like if you want to create a constraint to a feature on a different part or a previous sketch, it's going to project it automatically. It like needs that sketch to be present as a projection in your current sketch. So I don't even know if it's going to do it this time because it's a circle and not a point. So what I might have to do here, let's see. Ah, SolidWorks. How do you like NX? Alright, so I'm gonna go create a horizontal line, and then make that to the origin, and then I'm gonna turn this into a construction line. And we're gonna see if we can coincident those two. No, we cannot. No, we cannot. See, this is a weird part. This is what I don't necessarily understand. I don't know why it won't just let me. It won't let me do it. Oh well. Let's see if I can project it. Okay. So I got a projected line. So I had to make the projected line. It wasn't just going to give me the projected line. See, so I was wrong. The automatic creation of the projection line lies. So going and projecting that circle onto the front plane, so then you can mate to it with a coincident constraint. Okay, cool. I like this horizontal. I think he's just going to make that transition. It'll be a little harsh, but we'll put a fill in on that later. And then I want to also, we could project this one as well. So at least it's, yeah, cool. Let's project that. Then I can add that sketch. And then we have that deal there. So we could just make that vertical. And we know that's how big it's going to be. So then we're going to make this look bulb-like. It's looking pretty bulb-like. Yeah. So we can kind of control the shape of this and then the height. So we can bring that up higher. Just visually, it's looking decent. So what we'll do here is we will, how do I want to do this? show some of the bodies. Not that one. Not that one. I should be naming these bodies now. Okay. So because we had the green ring from the leaf nest around the outside of the bulb ring, we're going to need to do our revolve with the sketch coming out. So for example, if I, hold on, well, let me do analysis. Nice. We're just going to need to make that thin extrude come above the top. And I don't like letting programs do the thin extrude for me. So we'll do it ourselves. So we're going to project this again. And then, did it project? I don't know if it projected. I don't think it projected. I don't see a lot. And this is great. So much less buckets. Ooh, really? Okay. It's made by Siemens, right? NX. What's the learning curve? How did you feel like it was going from SolidWorks to NX? It seems like it's used by a lot of the big companies in the industry. So, how did it feel getting up to speed? Ah, there's our deal. Nice. Okay, so Siemens it is. And then we're gonna just bring this up a little bit. So go boom, up. And I think we're about like 3 millimeter thickness, 3 millimeter. Wow. And then just come out to there, and then we'll add another spline. Make that vertical. Cool. I feel that. Yeah, just like different naming and like knowing where they are on the toolbar. You're just like, I don't know where to go. Okay. So let's make another spline here. That's like one thing is like I use the control point spline, but their fit point spline is I need to go in and customize my toolbar. I mean I could be using a fit point spline, but I just don't like it as much. No. Alright, so and then we'll call this good. This is the other thing is I can't just end, I have to like accept little things. They're really just little things. Alright, so those are connected. And then horizontal that. Okay. And then let's clean up this curve. So they look about 3 millimeters along the way. And then I need to add, I should, 2 control points. Click on the curve. And then I can add a point. I don't know why Holes, the movie with Shia LaBeouf, just came to mind, but that might be what I'm putting on later. See, I don't even know what just happened there. Insert spline point, please. Thank you. Okay, so then we need this to be horizontal to line up with the deal there. And then that doesn't look like, this looks movable. Yeah, so we'll dimension it out to 3 millimeters. Nice. Cool. And that looks really bulbous. Bulbasaur. And then it's not gonna be, it's kind of at an angle, right? So this should be a little bit longer than 3 millimeters, but I'm just gonna make it 3. I'm not really gonna even try and calculate it. See, it's looking pretty consistent. That being said, this feature should not be 3 millimeters because we were told when we looked last time at the thickness of 3D printing for lamp shells should be 1, well, according to an AI overview, depending on how you feel about AI. Let's go check out some others. So Thingiverse says some will pass at 3 millimeters. Probably also depends on the infill and the pattern. Let's see, I think we're looking good minimum wall thickness. Yeah, it's minimum wall thickness, so just for printing. This person did a millimeter. So I say we go 1.5 millimeters. We print one, we see how it goes, right? 1.5 millimeters. And we might do like a gradient. This might be darker at the bottom, lighter at the top. I still think we probably want, if we fillet it, I just feel like that could be a breakage point. We could have a really big fillet. Yeah. Might leave it 3 still, just for strength. I might be second guessing myself. Let's give it a go. If it breaks, it breaks. Maybe there. Okay. Cool. 1.5. Should pass light. That's the theory. Alright. So, now we just need a center one. Down the middle. I don't know why I made the center line so tall, but that's what you get. That's what you're gonna get. I can't whisper because I think oh, I'm whispering. I was gonna say I can't whisper because my gain. It's like those filters that I'm messing around with. Okay, cool. Sketch is done. Let's revolve. Profile axis. It looks like a glass. Like a wine glass. I'm not stoked about it. I think we need to change the shape or make it taller. I don't know what we need to do. Is this just gonna be what it is? Because that opening just looks so big. Dang. Okay. Let's bring all the other components in. Let's see how it looks. It looks like a glass of red wine on top of a leaf. I don't know. Oh, there's a lot faster. Surfacing tools are better. Okay. NX taking the win. I like it. I'm tempted to give it a go. Actually, I haven't even looked at pricing. If there's a free tier, then I'm tempted. I'd be willing to give it a go. Alright. It's abstract, right? Where are we at? It's abstract. Let's see. Oh, can I not make this window any smaller? No, I cannot. Alright, so I'm just move this over here, and then I'll just make this window slightly bigger. Yeah, look narrower. It's not that crazy from some of the images, right? Let's take a look. So that one, it looks so much like a smaller opening at the top. I think this is going to be the tricky part with having to have a bulb inside, right? If we give ourselves some leniency, yes, it's inspired by Ivysaur, still needs to be a lamp. So if that's the requirement, that's the requirement. Well, actually, what we could do, we could make the ring at the base so it doesn't look so bulbous. It looks more consistent, right? So the opening at the top doesn't look as big in comparison to the bottom. Could it be the move? Yeah, I say we give that a shot. Okay, let's give it a shot. Which means we would need to expand the ring. So the bulb ring would actually go outside of the leaf ring. How do we feel about that? I'm good with that. Like, seems okay. Okay. So if we were to do that, because right now, do a cross-section analysis, this is the way it works right now. Is that we've got this deal, made it inside of there, and the bulb ring, actually, why is that like that? Oh no, I don't know what that is. It's like the joint combine feature. Combine feature? Hello. Target, tool. Oh, it's because I left a body. Yeah? Yeah. I think it's it. Okay. Not everybody should be there. Yeah. There. That's what it's supposed to look like. This body can go away. Okay. Remember that? Here's the. We're gonna rename it to leaf. And then we'll rename this one to. This lamp base. And then we'll call this. Maybe sort of base. Shell. Sure. No, we don't have to go looking for these every time, yeah? We don't care about that one anymore. And then this is one of the puzzle pieces, if I remember correctly. Yes. So we'll call this. I don't know. Body mark 1. Cool. Alright. Got some details. Alright, so what we are proposing is, in order to make the bulb not look so big at the top, we'll make it bigger at the bottom. To have that effect, instead of having nesting rings where the bulb is on the inside, we're going to put the flower bulb on the outside. Yeah? Cool. Let's give it a go. Alright, so we run back here. And yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I think that's where we started, so it should actually just stay on the inside. So we just didn't need to split, actually. So I'm gonna kill this. Kill the feature, keep the sketch. We want this sketch because we're actually gonna use that for the bulb now, and then we can actually just combine this in this part. It feels so messy to combine them later, rather than just not splitting them earlier, but it's gonna mess up my feature tree. Well, let's see. So we should add, what's this? Was this the surface offset? So this is a split. Where's the split? There. Edit. Oh, that's that split. Where's the other split? Here? Was it that early? No. Where did this split happen? Alright, we're gonna roll back and see. Oh, was it that early? Ah, it wasn't that early. Okay. So that split right there. Split 4. If we delete it downstream, who cares what's gonna happen? If it breaks, then I'm just gonna do it later. Yeah, probably. Moment of truth. Yeah, I wrote some sketches. I said we just fix the sketches then. Okay. Didn't have that. I mean, that is kind of where we want it. Oh, is it? We could go lower. We could go closer to the body. Let's take a look. Where do the leaves relate to the body? I feel like the leaves are actually like pretty close to the body. We had a gap before. We could bring them down. What's the vibe? Vibe? Yes? Let's try. So it didn't come out straight, so the steel is problematic. Right? And ooh, so sad. Okay. Let's bring that all down. And then we don't have. We could go here. Let's see. Pretty close. Just made it. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Alright. Kill the cross section. Front view. Let's go. Project that. How the music levels out there? Feeling good? That's the audio levels here, like, audio levels are good, but we need way less talking. Just saying. Oh, I just screwed it. Really? Huh. Okay. So, that should be good, yeah. Cool. One sketch good. Or maybe. We'll find out. I really should drag this before the circular pattern so it doesn't have to rebuild it every time. Okay. Okay. Not bad. That's what we do this time. Let's see what you got there. What's this? Ah, okay. So this one was running off that ring, but that ring lost its deal. So we're top view. And then we will just replace this ring. Good. Everyone happy? Nice. Everyone's happy. Okay, so these came down closer to the body. Actually, it might be better. Just saying. Cool. I've got this outer ring. Kind of like that middle line, even though it's just an artifact of that being mirrored on that one leaf. I really need to move this. I'll do it later. Okay. So, fill it. Kill it. Kill the fillet. No longer need it. No longer need it. Boom. And then this little guy. What's the matter with you? Looks like it's a sketch plan. So we just did a error review. So redefine sketch plan. Boom. Just because the part is now a different part. So now it's happy. And we are going to bring that down. Okay. So, alright. So, I'm thinking we just build a ring that goes around the outside. Yeah? And we make the bowl rest of that. And my phone thought I was talking to it, and then I said something about Google. And I did not. Okay, here we go. Let's make the bowl the same-ish size. There we go. Any questions? You're like, what the heck is going on here? It's a fair question. It'll be taller now. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna kill that. We're gonna kill that, and kill that, and that. We don't need any of those lines anymore. Because this is now going to be down here. So, Yeah. What we're going for. Actually, let's bring this up, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make that part. Well, I'm kind of curious. I'm very curious. Let's see. So if I project this, I'm wondering if it will look good if we don't even change the shape of the bottom of flower bowl. We'll find out, I think, pretty quickly. No, I need that. Oh, maybe I don't. We're gonna get some interference here. Kinda like it on the inside. For that reason. It's like, now I think we're gonna run into some issues. And yes, I do not have tolerances built in yet. We will do that. Should be doing that as we go. But, well, why does this look non-vertical? I don't know what to tell you. There we go. We're constrained. Fine. Do you think? Is it because now? Doesn't that like look not aligned to you? Like those two? Like, maybe I'm tripping. Oh, this is the best route, but, well, we're playing around. So we'll do that. And then, ooh, wait, this guy's smart. And then, because that was all revolved around the same, haha, I like that. Alright, so, we're gonna get a little standoff. So we're not worried about interference. Ooh, no. Not like that. We'll bring the whole thing out. There. So we're gonna bring that down. Bro, what are you doing? Come on, there you go. You know, this doesn't need to be horizontal anymore, because we actually want to bring that down. We just need these two. Which means we need to change this one to no longer be horizontal, so these two can be collinear. It will let it be collinear. Tangent, oh, tangent can work. Good. Let's bring this down. Nope. Can I project this line? I wonder if I can project that line. It'd be so nice. Please. Yes. Yes. Yes! Project the line. Okay. Where did my stuff go? There. Alright, so we have the projected line. So then that, let's see, to that. And then we want this to kind of run off that angle. Beautiful. So we've got a bit of contact for the base, and then we actually do, but I don't want that. Oh, so we use another point. Yeah. Okay. So then that allows us to do that. Keep it tangent, right? Bring that closer over here, and then with this one, bring it back down over here. Oh goodness, 1.5. This is sad. That's got some interference, doesn't it? How's that looking? Yeah, gradually gets a little bit bigger. We might even be able to put some ribs along the inner surface to give it some strength if it needs it. But, touch point, fill it out on the inside. Let's see. No, I did not want it to join everything, buddy. Kill that, homie. It's a new body. Bam. I think it's looking a little less wine glassy, which is nice. It's better. Not great, but better. Now I'm almost wondering if the body needs to be wider. Shucks. See, in this though, the width of the body is pretty close to the width of the bulb. It is still narrower. It's just narrow at the top. It's the narrow at the top. That's what's killing. It's functional. It's doable. Let's give it some details. See how it looks. If it doesn't look good with details, then yeah. Alright. I think we need to add some cool features on the leaves. And I'm going to use, I literally just learned about this, talking about features in Fusion, but the emboss tool. So let's play around. Let's hide the. What's this? Oh, so this needs to be him. Bulb? No. Flower bulb. Don't be confused. Let's hide the flower bulb. Let's go here. Let's create a sketch. Top. That. I should be able to do, I don't know what I'm doing. Isn't there like a quicker way to draw a line? There. L. Huh. L. Go figure. I'm learning shortcuts. Alright. So, now I've got the sketch. I should probably constrain that. See, because it's gonna do that. Horizontal. There, beautiful. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Emboss. I think you can do a like cut emboss, right? The boss. You know, you have to be the boss. Oh no. Where's my deal? Does it have to be above? Is that why? Can you not? Okay, let's try. Let's try this. Construct plane. Off the top plane. Let's bring it up above. I could have just built it off that. Let's just build it off that. Changing the sketch plane. Boom. And we'll do now I'll try the emboss feature. Hello. Why don't you wanna? I don't know why it doesn't want to do that. Oh, probably because it can't do a thin. It has to be an actual thing. Alright, well. Can we just extrude cut offset from surface? We're gonna find out. Thin. Hello. Boom. 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 We'll start the profile plane. We will go to object and then offset on object. This is a cut. And then let's do our offset like a millimeter. Ooh, no, 1 millimeter. Shall we? Oh, that's what it's doing. To object, 4 profiles. Negative 0.5. Yeah, there you go. It's better. Better. Ooh, okay, no. Haha. Haha. Yeah, let's give that a go. Ooh, yes! Give me some of that feature, buddy. Okay, so that's some leafy features. We can make those look nicer later. Do we? Let's take a look. Huh. Let's take a look at this cool. What is that? Take a look at this cool model here. They look embossed, not debossed. A little more organic too. They've also got this cool, like, pull this thickness to them. Okay. Let's go back. We got something. Let's circular pattern, shall we? Yeah, feature, object, axis. Ka-chow. 4. Optimized. Bam. The leaves have features. Back to the flower bowl. Let's do an emboss. How do we want to do this? We can. Let's take a look. How do we want to mimic this? Definitely some striations, aren't there? There's like this cool overlap. Huh. We could go for more of this overlap design. Petals. So we need to make another set of leaves on the inside. Yeah, we can do that. Let's give that a go. Yeah. So 2 leaves on the outside that cover pretty much all of it. Yeah, let's try that. Thanks, kiddo. Yeah, it's a little, it's pretty basic, but, first shot, rough draft, you know? Okay, so, do we go with the 45, do we go with the front? So, I think what we do is something like this. We'll make those cutouts. And then critical. Cool. And boom. Bam. And Bob's your uncle. Yeah, I guess. Mirror. Feature. Mirror plane. Boom. Optimized. Cool. And then let's rotate. Features. Two. Well, it's mirror too, buddy. There you go. And let's run it around this axis. Ooh, 3 is kind of cool. Then it's like not exactly matched up with the leaves. Let's see what happens when we change it to 4 and match it up directly with the leaves. So I kind of like the 3. I'm just feeling the 3. Let's run the 3. Not bad. Okay. Oh, you know what we should have done before that? We should do little cuts. This thing, watch. I think we should do it before, shouldn't we? I think so. Oh gosh, this looks terrible. Yeah. Good. Kayla, are you still playing Pokemon Go? Ooh, even another question. You playing Pokemon Pocket TCG? They just dropped that new set of packs. I don't even know what they're called. I've only opened one. Ooh, what was that? No. There. Oh. Cut. Yeah. There. Mirror. Ooh. Oh. Oh no. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. They look like more. Yeah, no. Oh. Look at this. Oh, no more go, huh? That's all good. I don't play super often, honestly, lately. I still have it on my phone though. I started going hard like a couple of years ago. A couple of years. Whoa. Nice. Let's see the pattern. That one. You only open packs, you don't need battles. Nice. Pull anything cool lately? real, like real cards. Heck yeah. You got any favorite cards? Dang, it's kind of coming together. Okay. Wait, hold on. You've gotten into collecting cards. Do you also play? Like, do you battle? This is the prismatic cards. Possible to find Polaroids are bad. Oh no, wait, is the prismatic the all the evolutions? Like you can get all of them and they all look all crystal-like? Is that the prismatic ones? There's like a Pokemon Center down from where I live and I swear it's everything's sold out all the time. Just collector? Nice. Got the sleeves and the binder and the... Probably keep your cards in better condition. Okay. That's the dream. All the evolutions. Okay, what do they call them? God packs? Because I swear I watched this YouTube video and this guy opened a pack and got every single evolution. Is that how it works? Like you find a God pack and it has every single EV? I was like, no, that looked. I was like, is this fake? Did he make up that pack? Reseal? I was like, there's no way. Alright, let's see here. Alright, pop back over here. I think we need a little bit of the... Maybe we fake it. Put some on the inside, you know? Ooh. Ooh. Emboss. Boss feature. Could we? Shall we? Let's see. Oh, really? Okay, so that is a pack. It's the first time the English set has that. Oh, so all the evolutions in one pack. That's insane. That's gotta be worth like crazy if you pull that pack. I looked at some of the like the resale rates on these cards and I'm like, that's steep. I'm like, resale market's intense. Alright, here we go. Yeah, a little something in here. Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, they're pretty intense. Okay. Thanks for the notification, AWS. Lambda, bye-bye. Emboss. Am I blind? Yes, I am. faces. Ooh. Is it gonna work? Holy crap. Can I go the other way? I don't think it'll emboss it because there's nothing there. What do we do? Okay, a couple options. Doesn't look like it wants to emboss. So we could either revolve around the inside, but then we lose a little bit of our thickness, right? So I'm thinking surface offset, extrude, surface cut, then the thickness is super localized. Yeah. How did I start streaming? How did I start streaming? I just thought about it. Last week, the week before, I had been building stuff, right? So we've been building stuff. And I realized that I'm terrible at self-promotion and putting myself out there. But I love the idea of building in public and even to a degree open source. So I was like, hey, what if I just show the process? Because then I think it will push me, because I've had a light bright lamp which I've wanted to promote and market and create content for, and I just haven't done it. But if I just would have recorded the process, I would have had a lot more content to clip and create videos and push out. So had this idea for this IV solar lamp, and I was like, you know what, let's just document it. Let's just stream it and create something that I would probably want to watch, which is like a lo-fi building channel. And that's what this is. So this is kind of the first stab at it, see how it goes, create these products. And then there's actually an event. It kind of felt serendipitous, and like I was scrolling, I was like promoting this on Instagram, and I scrolled up and there was an event happening in a few weeks, I think at the end of the month. Registration's required in 2 weeks, but it's what's it called? Hold on. I guess the other thing is, like, aside from self-promotion, like, what do you need to self-promote for? Is would love to, like, I'm still continuing to explore business, right? So I went back to school for business, been running our startup, Panion, for the past couple of years, and it's been a journey. And so I feel like this is pushing me to get better at the things that I want to get stronger at, which is marketing and content and reaching an audience, right? Because I love building stuff, but I tend to hyper-focus on the building. So I think this is just a great push for me and a great opportunity to experiment. But this event, oh man, Instagram is the worst. You go on, you're like, what was I looking at? Here we go. It is called Bulbasaur Trading Card Event. Actually, this might be right up your alley. Hold on, I'm gonna switch over real quick. It's called Bulbasaur. It's a trading card event, and it's presented by Drip Tea, so that bubble tea spot. So check them out, driptea.seattle on Instagram. That's a plug. So I'm gonna apply for that and print some of these and see if I get accepted and go sell them there. I feel like that's the thing that I didn't do much growing up, was getting really long-winded, was just go out and sell stuff, you know? Like, I think we probably did a lemonade stand, but those kids that were hustlers and trying to flip and stuff like that, I didn't have that entrepreneurial origin story. But because of our, like, even experiences that we went through, right? Watching startups fail, watching the money not come in, having to go through layoffs and shutdowns and seeing things dissolve. I wanted to learn the business side, I wanted to learn the money side, and I wanted to be able to bring products to people, right? You can make super cool stuff, but how are you going to bring it to them? So this is an experiment, I guess. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Oh no, I hope my camera doesn't die. This camera is the worst at battery. So, I have to switch back over to the webcam like we did last time. Unfortunate. I hope it lives. Okay. So, I think that's the move. I think we go back here. We pre-cut, yeah, so in there. No, there. Yeah, there, and then we'll do an offset. Actually, we should do it before that. Yeah, do it before that. Okay, so do a surface offset. We'll go 1.5. Why aren't you creating a surface offset? There. Okay, so now you're at a surface offset. And then I might move this, because that is for that. This is for this. Yep. And then got that. Yep. And then I'm probably gonna want to trim that because it probably looks tough. Let's isolate. Yeah, we're gonna kill the bottom of that based on this sketch. So cut about there. Let's make that visible. Oh no. Yep. Let's trim it. Great. Yo, right on. Yeah, I'll totally let you know. I'm gonna apply, but you need photos of the product, and really just kick this off. So even though it seems serendipitous, you need to print one of these, snap some photos, and then submit an application. To that end, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to pull off. I think the deadline for applying is like the 16th. But if you've got any other ideas, and the camera's dead. Hold on, let me switch over to the webcam. Here we go. This poor camera. I need a battery extender or something. I gotta look up how to. I already have looked up how to do so. So, transition. I wasn't even on that while I was modeling. My bad. But yes, thank you. That would be awesome. It'd be great to see you. It's been a while. Okay. There we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. Alright, we're back. Got the webcam going. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, cool. We're live. We're live. Alright, let me plug this camera back in. I'll need to go figure that out because this sucker does not last long enough for a full stream. Unfortunate. Okay, great. Great. Here we go. Yay! Camera's live. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so we've got this surface offset, 1.5 millimeters. It was 1.5, right? Where is the surface? Yeah, 1.5. Sounds good. Now we can basically extrude this up to, oh no, probably need another surface for us to extrude to, because it's not going to be able to, well, let's see. If it can extrude to the surface with the cut, be great. Up to object. Let's go up to object. Cannot complete extrusion. That's because you didn't have, I should save. There we go. Alright, so another offset surface. We're getting close. I thought we were getting close. Could be getting close to a desperate. It'd be cool. Offset surface. 0. Perfect. Great. Well, that was another way to do it. Just thought about that. It's fine. Okay. Now we should see a surface. Boom, bam. Great. Let's extrude it. Oh no. Extrude. Okay. And then up to object. There. That one. Yeah, buddy. Now we talking, dog. Let's go. Join, and then let's. No, I don't want to join. Actually, do I? We'll see. Okay, cover surface, split body, split this body, body to split, splitting tool. Great. Actually, I should hide the other one. Yep. And then we should be able to remove this body. Where is remove? I don't have remove. What's up, dude? I'm streaming.
Oh, okay. Continue. Sorry to disturb.
All good, dude. Feel free to pop in.
Alright, bye.
Peace. That was my sis. Any thoughts on streaming on Twitch? Alright. For as much as I don't know if I should say this on a stream because it's going to scour the internet and then hear me, but I'm like, for as much as I am opposed, I was going to say this, like, for as much as I'm opposed to like AI in certain contexts, I Googled and then I asked ChatGPT, I was like, yo, what streaming service should I start with? And they're like, if you don't have a following, based on what I was looking to do, they were like, you should do YouTube Live. And I was like, cool. I know most streamers use Twitch, especially for gaming. Would love to get over to Switch. What do you know about Switch and what recommendations do you have? I would totally think about streaming on Twitch. YouTube was just a recommendation I got. Do you watch a lot of Twitch streaming? Wow. Remove. Nice. Bingo. There we go. And then let's see if we can circular pattern and just do a feature. Yeah. Boom. Bingo. I'll play some crane. Bad joke. Didn't do a circular pattern. Didn't like it. What if we do identical? Adjust? No, didn't like it. Alright, so what we're gonna do then, scratch that, and then we're not going to join this. We're going to new body, and then we're still gonna cut it, and then this should be a separate body now. So then when we circular pattern, we use our bodies, objects, bodies, boom, axis, that, 3, optimize, go. Coolies. Alright, now when we join, let's join, target, oh no, target, oh gosh, target, thank you, boom, bam, and yeah. Oh. Let's see, a lot of streams have moved to dual stream. Stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Okay. Just trying to capture more of a audience, more user base. Cool, cool, cool. What do you feel like the successful traits are of successful streams? Like what are the things that you like about them? Maybe I should have snipped a little bit of those first, huh? Before I combined? Yeah, probably. Actually, probably before I even circular pattern. Yeah. Let's do that. So this, no, that. Bam. No, not that one. Not that one. This one. Where was those? Oh, is that early? Okay. Oh, that's what you have to do. You have to go into the sketch, edit sketch, copy the sketch features, then go out. You can't just copy the sketch to the whole. There, and ran, paste that, click that, do, yeah, it's fine. I'll move it anyway. Nice. Bam. See, that one just automatically did. I don't know if I understand sometimes. Yeah, I want to cut. There. Cool. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. Hard to be like, oh, like it's all the things that they do, right? Probably really good at communicating, great content. How do you find out about the streams in the first place? That'd be a good question. Like, how do they advertise, market their streams? Features, there, mirror plane. There, optimize. Let's do a little bit of that. And circular pattern. Pattern on path. Yeah, dog. Here we go. Features, objects. Go that and that. Path. There. Optimize. Distance 1. Yeah. 5. 12. Not bad. Oh man. Spacing. That's what I want. Nope. 2 directions. Symmetric. Oh no. We're gonna have to do 1 direction and then. Okay, not bad. Not great, but not bad. Let's mirror that. Ah, just browsing, so just finding them organically. That's cool. Is that how you found like some people that you like to watch? There, that's better. Okay. Alright. Let's do a merge. Let's do a. I was gonna say fillet. Maybe chamfer. Chamfer. 2. Oh, 1. 1.5. Oh, promising. 1.6. No, not like that. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Trying to make gain down. If you could hear me coughing my bed, hold on. Which ones am I supposed to mute? Let me grab some water. Okay. Recommendation section. Cool. So based on the stuff you watch. Sorry, this is really loud now. Didn't turn the gain down. Alright. So, based on the stuff you watch, it gives you recommendations. Cool. That's dope. Nice. Okay, let's see. I just, I don't know. I wanted to shame for them, but maybe I just feel them. Yeah, that's good. Alright, adding some fillets. See how this turns out. Yeah, let's go. Clutch. Alright, so this is kind of what we're looking at. A little Ivysaur inspired layout. Alright. let's pull this little buddy. Roll back. What was that for? I don't know what that was for. Oh, it was for the surface cut. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And then we did that, and then that, and then that, and then surface cut, and then remove body, yeah? Yeah. Cool. And then combine. Nice. Alright. Let's see if we can drag all of this to the end. So it goes from combine to there. I don't think it's gonna like it. Just saying. Just saying. We might be getting close to kicking off a print here. Oh, what happened, dude? Sketch plane lost. There you go. Okay, everyone's happy. Alright, so we wanted to go from here to here and see if we could drag all of that over here. Oh, did it work? Sweet, it worked. Okay, let's start making some body features and then I said give it a go. Might want to add some tolerances, but yeah, okay. Next steps, add body features, add tolerances between the separated parts. We're gonna like press fit plus glue. And then let's kick off a print. Why not, bud? Alright, so 3 separate pieces. Well, there's gonna be a lot of these puzzle pieces, so multiple pieces. Alright. Here we go. So let's take a look at some of the pattern on Ivysaur. Such a cute little dude. Yeah, some cool patterns. Alright, so there's some of the shapes. Let's wonder if we can do this. Sketch on the front plane. No. Can I insert an image? I wonder if I can. Ah, there. Insert. Yeah, so I have to save it. Hold on. Cool. Probably should transition this over so y'all aren't seeing all my files. Maybe a smart idea. Just saying. Alright, let's insert photo. Boom. Woohoo! Switching back over. Photo is in, y'all. Alright, so I've got a reference frame. Something to look at. Cool. A little dude. A little Ivysaur there. Alright, some of these shapes. So, this one. I'm gonna change the angle of that. Because that ended up being a little funky, if I remember. Yeah, I was like a bit shallow. Yeah. So what angle do we need to be? That was -45. What if we go -40? Oh, a little better. Go -35. It's a little deep, yeah. Can I make this base transparent? Change the opacity. Oh, my bad. Change the opacity of the wrong thing. There we go. 100%. IV social. There, opacity 50%. Okay. Let's mess with this a little bit more. We went 30. I don't want it to be offset from surface. Start, offset, start. Huh. Oh, I could do embosses. Yeah, that I could. Should have done this. You know what? No, because then we might run into that issue of drafting. Okay, scratch that. Okay, so pose piece one. Let's do another one over here. So I'll make a plane. Hmm. With that. Yep. And then 30 of Legos. Yeah. Okay. So another plane. Wait, how did I do this one? Oh, yeah. I should make a shoot. I need to draw a line. Construction. Plane, sketch, line. Okay. Cool. Plane, angle, line. $30, bud. Okay. Seems really steep. Maybe it's supposed to be 30 the other way. I mean 60. Oh no. Bro. Yeah. That looks better, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's do another shape. We'll do a little triangle there. Nice. And then let's do a little weird kind of deal. Okay. A couple pieces there. And yeah. Okay. Split, remove body, combine. Okay. So let's go. Split. I was like, wow, why is that so hard for me to find right now? No. Here. There. Okay. Body to split. No. There. And there. Splitting tool. There. Extend splitting tool. No. Cool. Body should be split. Remove bodies. Nope. Okay. Okay, and then we should be able to do this deal. Okay. Combine. Hide that. Target body. Tool bodies. Cut. Keep tools. Change. Body mark. Body mark. Body mark. Lamp base. Ice or shell. Opacity. 100%. Yay! Okay. A simple path is we just circular pattern that. Yeah. There we go. What I might do is one more. Yeah, I might do one more over there. Alright. Let me see. And then we're getting close to wrapping it up for the evening. Okay, let's extrude the other one. Let's circular pattern those, shall we? Not bad. It's kind of cool. It's not bad. Alright, here we go. So, we've done that. Now we have to combine target body, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh no, that's already done. Okay, so we want to cut and keep tools. Right on. So the reason we do that is because when you hide let's have yourself base. When you hide the base, you've got all your little puzzle pieces that will plug in at the end. So we'll have to print those separately. These are all going to be body pieces. So I'm going to move them in a group. Or I'm not. I thought I could create a body group, but oh, there. New body pieces. Body mark 1 through here. Empty group. Target group. Body pieces. Great. So now you got all your body pieces in there. And then I'm actually going to remove these deals because we don't need them anymore. Remove. Great. So there's your stuff. And there is your Abisola. Huh. Woohoo! Ooh, it's a little big. Yay. Okay, cool. We are there. So, tolerances. I almost forgot. Let's do some tolerances. So, the reason we need tolerances, looks like we should probably cut a little tolerance there. That's probably fine. Actually, we slid that on pretty easy last time. So really the main thing that we probably need to have a tolerance for is the sides of this and then that. So let's do that real quick. Should be really fast. Actually just gonna do it like this. Sketch here. Yeah. Okay. Let's project. Okay. I don't know. What do I want to do? Let's see. Let's see good. Point 2, point 5. Right. Yeah, we'll do 0.15. Cool. It's not a lot, but it helps. Okay. So let's just cut that all the way through. All down, and then we'll hide everything that we're not cutting. So we just want to cut the bulb. So I have the leaf, I have the pieces of the shell, piece and the leaf, and then cut the bulb. Okay. Great. So now I got a little bit of tolerance there. Awesome. Are those not connected? Oh yeah, they're not. Yeah, because we want the leaf to go there. And then let's add some tolerance around that. Cool. Sketch here. Okay. To the shell. Pieces. Leaf. Bulb. I'll actually hide the shell for a sec. Actually, we don't want to sketch directly on there. Well, no, yeah, we do. Okay. Okay. So, check that. Okay. There. And then another one. Okay. And then 1.5. Okay. Cool. And then I could hide that shell real quick. And it should just look like that. Awesome. This should be car radio. Oh, what was that, bud? What was that, dude? Tough. What gives? Okay, good. I have a Bamboo Labs P1S, and a buddy let me borrow a Prusa Mark III. So, those are what I'm running right now. I will probably print the... Actually, I don't know what I'm going to print. We can probably just run it on both of them, so we can move faster. Okay, let's see. This, that, boom, bam. Alright, cool. This. Throw all. Okay, and then we're gonna hide the shell. No, we're gonna hide the base because we only want to cut the shell. Flip. Cut. Okay. So now when I show the base, show a little tolerance there. Great. This is looking good. Okay, cool. So this is the part of the lamp that already exists. This is where the lamp corridor thing's gonna go. So we've got 1, 2, 3 major parts, and then a bunch of little puzzle pieces. I think we're ready. Yeah. Okay. Time to export. Awesome. Cool, so let's turn on the Bamboo Labs, and then I'm gonna pull up the, oh, I need to show you all the filament. And I need to unload the filament from the P1S right now, because I have white yet. Alright, here we go. Time to grab the filament. Reveal. Okay. We're gonna swap back to the better camera. Hopefully we have enough juice in here so we can show off these filaments and not have to use the webcam. Alright, so let's open out the webcam. bring back over. Nice cam. Here we go. Plug that in. Not yet. Have to turn it on first. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Nice. And here we go. All right. So, big box of filament. Super excited. Let's take a look. Where is my X-Acto blade? Oh no. It's gone. Oh, probably in here. Okay. Yes, it is. There you go. Okay, cool. Let's check it out. Ooh, so much filament. So exciting. Alright, so we've got the Arctic teal. Right on. Alright, cute. Let's get it move over. Okay. Ooh, lotus pink. Yep. Got that forest green. And that sapphire blue. Alright. Here we are. Time to load her up. Let's pull up the Bamboo Lab software. I'm gonna adjust this camera real quick. Alright. Transition back. While that's loading, we're gonna export some parts. So the plan with these is to upload them to something like, I don't know, Cult 3 for the STLs, and also to print some and sell full assemblies. Okay. I'm gonna switch over. STL. Oops, there we go. Alright. Flower bulb. Let's go flower bulb V1. Yeah. Better. Okay. Just saving the files. Let's go leaf next. File. I don't know why it keeps opening a new part every time. Save as. No, I want to 3D print. Look at this. I don't know. What am I doing wrong here? Alright. 3D print. Yes. Thank you. Leaf V1. Great. And base. Don't need to print that. File. 3D print. Yes. Let's go. V1. And body pieces. So we only really need to actually print 4, right? 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, so these 4, and then we'll just print those over and over and over again, like, well, 3 times. Okay, so. File. What is happening? Why? Okay. Go body mark 1, V1. And then make this a little quicker. Body mark 2, V1. Okay, and then bruh, killing me, dog. Body mark 3. Oh goodness, there. And then last one. What am I doing wrong? New design. I must be like phantom clicking that. Alright, last one. All STLs have been exported. Body mark 4. Save. Clutch. Complete. Alright. Let's skip this version for now. And we're gonna create a new project. Pull open those STLs. Let's go with the, we're gonna print the, maybe sure cell. Ivysaur shell on this one. Yeah. Let's take a look. Ooh, it's pretty big. Alright, so for quality, that's what I want. Yes, and let's auto layout. Great. Rename done. And let's swap out this filament, shall we? I need to do that on the printer. So I'm gonna run over here, and you know what? Y'all can see how this goes. Let's turn on the camera. Where's the camera? There. Video. Can I turn on the video? Thought I could turn on the video. Guess I can't turn on the video. Alright, time to swap out the filament. Time for a little bit of lo-fi for y'all. Alright. So, do not want to update the firmware yet. Let's wait. I might not know how to do this. Do I just do it on the platform? As you can see, I have only loaded filament in this printer once. Time to find out. Feeding. Unload. Got it. Ah. Okay. Great. Let's do it. So we're going to feeding. Unload. There we go. We're unloading, buddy. Y'all are about to hear a lot of whirring. Whirring, like we're W-H-I-R. Whirring. And let's open up the color for the base. So, the color for the base was, pop it back over. We were gonna do body 2. That was going to be this one, which was Arctic Teal. We're going with the Arctic Teal. Alright, for that main base, Sapphire Blue, Forest Green. We should actually just open these and see how they look. Ooh, that's actually not bad. The Sapphire Blue. Check it out. Alright, let's go to the camera. That's not bad. Like, that looks pretty good for those spots. Okay, happy with the Sapphire Blue. Opening up the Forest Green, which would be the leaves. Ooh, that's not bad either. Alright, Forest Green for the leaves. We might have scored here, y'all. I was a little nervous about these colors, to be honest. Lotus Pink. Oh. It's gonna be a little bright, but not bad. Okay. Look at that rainbow roll. Pretty sweet. Alright. Then, finally, the moment we've been waiting for, the last box, the Arctic Teal. This is supposed to be the body. Oh, let's see what we think. It's alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Alright, let's see if this sucker's ready to unload. Ready to unload yet, buddy? Let me check. Unload it. Okay. Alright, so we're unloading. Go filament. Sealed roll. Got that roll of white. Just unloaded that. We were getting pretty slim on there, as you can see. Sweet, and then let's load up this Arctic Teal. Try not to blast your eardrums just opening this package. Oh, wow, I should have used that. It's sealable. Dang, I'm so used to just cutting these plastic things open. Oh, I am disappointed in myself. Yeah, well, dang, bummer. Okay, cool. So, here's our roll. I think it looks pretty good. Let's, we got a pair of clippers, clip off the end of that filament there. It's gonna be alright. Check that out. Look at this. Look at that color matching. I mean, the light's a little rough, but it's not bad. It's gonna look pretty decent, I think. Snipper. Where is my snipping? Snippable. Yeah. There we go. Snip off the end. Great. Load that up. Alright, time to turn on loading. Just put it on the back there. Alright, feeding the filament in, and let's change the load. Looks like it's heating up. 180, heating up to 250C. RB205. This thing heats up quick. I swear, some of the older printers, like I mean, been printing since back in school, but it's like what? 2013, 2014, but. Thanks. I think they look great too. I was a little nervous based on the colors on the screen on Amazon. All right, looks like we can load. All right. Purging old filament. Alright. Should be good to go. Let's give it a shot. Alright. Pop over to Bamboo Lab software. The Arctic Teal has been loaded. Let's just double confirm. Yeah, that Arctic Teal is gonna be the body. Cool. Cool. Let's tell it what we want. We're doing a Polyterra PLA. I don't know, do we need to go extra fine? I think we might do a lower quality on this first run. Let's see how long this would take and how much filament it's gonna take. Slice the plate. Floating cantilever. Oh, I don't have supports. We didn't add supports. Need to do that manually, I guess. Let's see, total filament, 200 grams. Okay. 12-hour printing time. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be crazy. And we gotta add supports. Enable. Let's take a look. Right. Let's slice it. Letting the Bamboo Lab software slicer do its thing. What do we got? Slice okay. Great. Okie doke. That's a lot of trees in there. Total filament 243. So we could print about 4 of these per roll. These are kilogram rolls, right? Oh, wait. I think they are. Should be. Kilogram. Yeah, kilogram roll. Okay. Hopefully 4. 18 hours! Oh my gosh! It's so long. I hope it doesn't fail. We might bump this down for the first one. Just saying. With a small layer height, longer print time. Let's see what we sit at with the 0.2. Just try not to kill ourselves on the first print. Ah, much better. Okay. So, that's a 6-hour printing time. And I think we are going to be happy with that quality for a first print, just so we can test everything out. We also don't destroy ourselves with printing time. Okay, cool. Let's run it. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, alrighty. Let's run it. 6 hours. Not bad. Support. Good. Diameter standard. Cool. Time lapse on for this one. Yeah, buddy. And they're off. Alright, here we go. So we'll turn on that video. There we go. Modeling is done. First pass, right? So, recap. We got the bulb, we got the leaf, we got the body puzzle pieces. These are gonna press in. Now, if we had a multicolor printer, we would just have all these be one body. It might be something we do in the future. But because we don't have an AMS system, we've created multiple pieces so that we can do it that way. This actually would be a really cool AMS project because it's really just 4 colors, and the AMS system can support 4 colors. So, might be worth investing. Now, when I talk about an AMS system, ooh, there we go, cool view of the inside of the printer. When I talk about an AMS system, I'm talking about this ability to switch between colors in the printer. So, sits on top of the printer, and it also keeps them dry, which is super cool. And to be able to switch back and forth. With our current design, yeah, we've got these different pieces. So, for the sake of the time lapse, I might just print all the pieces on the Bamboo Labs so that we can have the time lapse of each individual part. But we could also print on the Prusa in order to print in parallel. That's where we stand. So, we're getting started. Make sure it gets down the first layer. Make sure it doesn't fail. But we're off to the races. First Ivysaur lamp is done. 2 streams to get us there. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. I'm gonna let it get that first layer down. Do a little bit of real-time printing action. But the modeling is complete for now. I think there's some improvements that we can make just kind of looking at this. Like we can mess around a little bit more with the bulb, like give it, I think, like more cuts, more slits for the different petals. We can give more definition. We can give more features to the leaves, make it look a little less Lego, right? Like more organic in the splits. You can also do that with the body, with the puzzle pieces. This is pretty quick, right? You did this in, well, everything we've done has been in like 3-4 hours of streaming. So, yeah, what are your thoughts? Like, what do you think? Too abstract? Do we need claws coming off the end, right? Do you want Bulbasaur's face? Like, I like the idea that it was just gonna be a little abstract, you know? So, thanks, Kayla. Yeah, excited to see it too. Let's see how it comes out, right? Alright, so there it is. Build plates up. Do a little calibration. Cleaning the nozzle tip, apparently. And we are go. Cool. So then that begs the question, aside from improvements on the Ivysaur, what would you want to see next? If I pulled up the old Pokédex, right? We can get some ideas. You know what I was thinking of was Vileplume. I think Vileplume would be a cool, like if we're staying in the idea of Pokemon lamps, which we don't have to just do Pokemon lamps. We could do a bunch of cool stuff, right? A fun one that I've seen is someone did a humidifier. Was it a Ghastly humidifier? That's a cool one. We could do a Blastoise humidifier. That would be super cool. Let's come up with some cool ideas. What other cool things could we make based on this stuff? Yep. Leveling. Ooh, okay, another one was a Pikachu tail lamp, actually. So, business school. Go look and see if anyone else has done it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's put LEDs in like this chonky Pikachu. This one's cute. I was thinking, again, abstract, right? So, like I like this, right? You can like see the tail. If we just took the tail and actually, that one could be pretty quick. I'm tempted to do it now, but I also want to be like, let's put a button. Let's put a button on the stream, you know? So, alright. Potentially, Pikachu tail lamp. Oh my gosh, I think I had this plushie as a kid, and it was my favorite thing. What other things could we build? Oddish? Oddish lamp would be cute. So yes, a Vileplume lamp. I think it's just got a nice structure for a lamp, right? And then you could even have the little circles on the petals kind of be really thinner sections. So let's see if anyone's done that. Those are cool, actually. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Oh, someone made a planter. See, this is adorable. That's absolutely adorable. Yes, genius. See, like, basically make that, but instead of a planter or pen holder, like, we make it, yeah, that's great. Make it a lamp, so then, like, the light would come out from underneath of the petals. Alright, looks like so far so good. Taking a look at, I might add a little bit more light here on my phone. Making all those different tree support bases. Looks like this first layer is going down nice though. Oh, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited, y'all. It's gonna look cool. Alright. Back to the brainstorm. Ooh. It's a lamp. It's not the greatest model, but it's a lamp. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. That's smart. Ooh, wait! It's like a mushroom lamp, like the Parasect would be such a cool lamp. Hold on. Has anyone done a Parasect lamp? Parasect would be cool because we could like model it like a mushroom lamp. It's a little complicated, but like, right? It would look like this. It'd just be like the Parasect, the back of the Parasect. Just get the right colors, right? Ah, this is gonna be cool. Okay. Diglett lamp. Not bad. Looking for something I could like run abstract-wise, right? Tentacool. That would be kind of cool. Geodude. Oh my gosh, I love the Magnemite like key holder. Great idea, great product. It's so cool. Yeah, that's just a great product. Great idea. What other things could we make? What are cool ideas? Voltorb. What could we do with Voltorb? I swear you could do something with Voltorb. Wait. Hold up. I know where we're going. Ready? We're going to go opening scene of Pokemon, the original. Like when you go into Ash's room. Alright, hold on. I don't want to show anything. Let's take a look.
Hey, hello, guys.
Oh no. We're not doing that. Alright. We're gonna see if... So, this right here, so good. This to me is incredibly nostalgic. This room right here is what I'm saying. There's a scene right here. There. Oh, Voltorb deal. Alright. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh my gosh, there's like a... Yo! Okay. All the ideas right here. Already here. I'm just gonna copy and paste them, so... Because I don't have ownership rights to any of this. But we have a... Oh, I'm gonna... We know what we're making next. We know. We know what we're making next, y'all. Check this out. Brilliant. Great. Okay. So there's one. Boom. Polyoid pencil sharpener. Amazing. Okay. Let's see what comes up next. Oh my gosh. They're just so good. I wanted my room to look like Ash's room. Just saying. Look at this. So good. Look at that. Clefairy. Zubat. Oh, this one? Okay, that's a no-brainer. Piggy bank? Chill. That is going to be a modeling nightmare, but it's so cool. Alright, let's see what else we got. Iconic poster. I'm gonna toss this link in the chat for anyone who wants to watch the first episode. Go back nostalgic into into Indigo League. Ooh, let's take a look at the printer, make sure we haven't failed. Oh, it's looking great. Looking great. Great job, buddy. Printer's doing good. Okay. Since this first layer is done, this thing's gonna kick up the speed and get really loud, and so we'll call it for the night there. Oh my gosh, the Voltorb ball. Amazing. The Voltorb ball opens up into a clock with a Pidgey inside. Stop. Just stop. It's great. One other cool project that we did was we made Pokemon earrings, which is something we saw online. It was like, that is so cool. It was concept. It was not concept art. It was just art, right? And we're like, yo, we should make Pokemon earrings. So we did. They were pretty cool. I will also toss that link in the chat. Another thing that could be kind of cool to bring, right? Alright, let's see.
So yesterday I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw
There we
this post from
There. Check that out. Pretty cool. Alright. Okay, let's see what else is in this opening scene. That might be it. We're gonna say that's it. So, pop back over to a view of the printer. There we go. Oh my gosh, his room was so cool. Alright. See if there's any other cool ideas that we have. Take a look at the printer. Ah, first layer. Looking good. Ah, bikini bottom. Oh, love Staryu. Staryu's awesome. Yeah, hiya. Starmie. Brilliant. I love this too. Lapras. What could you do with Lapras? You could do a Lapras. Oh, a Lapras shell lamp. Brilliant. Kabuto. Ooh, Kabuto lamp. Kabuto is one of my faves. I just had a little like bath toy that squirt water. Makes Kabuto the coolest. Alright, yep. Out of the 151. Those would be really cool. You know what? We're gonna ask. Ooh, here kick up. So printer kicked up. Moving quicker. Means that first layer is down. Not that it won't fail from here, but hopefully less probability of failure. So, we are in business. I will keep y'all posted on how the print goes. I'll make sure to post it on Instagram, make a video of the final product, but this is the stream. That's it. Modeled, print kicked off. Y'all don't need to like watch your print, but I'll make a video of the final product. So next stream, what are we making? Is it a Vileplume lamp? Is it a Peach Tail lamp? What's it gonna be? What's next? doesn't have to be a lamp. I just think lamps are cool. I like lamps, apparently. Alright. Well, thanks, y'all. That's going to wrap it up for our stream tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Kayla, thanks for all the comments. Great to hear from you. We'd love to see you at the event. If I get accepted, I'll let you know after we submit the application. And stream 2, part 2 of the books. Alright. Have a great rest of your Friday night, y'all. See you soon.